everybody, welcome back. It's two Jeffs talking golf and God.
Same shirt, same attitude.
Here we go again. But we're going to talk some more in our series, Who Am I? And last time we talked a little bit about the fact that we all have this creative stamp of God on us. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But I want to ask you first, how old were you when you first took up a golf club?
I did not get serious until I was about 9.
Okay, all the way to 9. Yeah, well, I got smacked in the chin when I was 4 years old in the backyard. So I
That
had
counts.
a golf club in
That
my
counts.
hand, or
Yeah.
at least my neighbor had a
Sure,
golf club in
sure,
his
sure.
hand and whacked me in the chin. And I've carried this scar for the rest of my life. But junior golfers are a lot of fun to watch. They
Yeah.
bring something to the game that all of us could kind of capture again, which is just this joy it is. Isn't
Just the joy, yeah. They don't have the pain of experience.
No, they don't. Although, we've all probably seen that funny little video of the one real little guy who misses the 2-foot putt and then just falls in a heap and throwing a tantrum because his putt lipped out.
Oh, I've done that.
So, yeah. Well, we can certainly identify with it. I bring up junior golfers because what I want to talk about is being children of God. A lot of times you will hear people say that, well, because we have that creative stamp of the Creator on us, we are all children of God. And in that creative sense, we are all children of God. But there's another sense that the Bible talks about being children of God, that the writers of Scripture take up that. And one of those is in John 1.
Yeah.
John in his gospel talks about what it takes to be a child of God in a sense that reaches beyond creation.
Yeah, Jeff, this is actually something first that Jesus confronted, and he talked about, they claimed, the Jewish people claimed, well, Abraham's our father, therefore we're the nation, we're the called nation, we're the chosen people, we're clearly the family of God.
Right.
And then John Jesus said, well, you call Abraham your father, but you desire to kill me. As it is, your father is the devil. And now that's as strong a language as you'll ever hear, and directly from the lips of Jesus. So now we say, well, who's our father? And there was this argument between, the downline in terms of, as you say, the physical offspring of God, we all are, but in terms of the familial aspect of the spiritual relationship between us and our Father, the Jews claimed that it was only theirs. John actually picks up on that theme in John chapter 1. He says, Jesus came to his own, and those who were his own, they didn't receive him. And he said, but as many as received him, that would include Jew and Gentile, to them he gave the right to become children of God. And that's what you're referring to, this spiritual reconnectedness that happens only through the cross, that we are now actually family. And it says, even to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood. So this isn't just a physical downline, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. So he's making it very clear that when you talk about children of God, you have to be more specific than just kind of this generic, I'm a spiritual person, we're all children of God, kind of a vibe that you get from people like Deepak Chopra and others that are kind of modern day gurus. And you have to ask the deeper question, what did Jesus have to say about this? And he was very definitive. He said, your father, you either serve God and are part of the family through me and believing my words, or you are of your father, the devil. And that is not popular in a culture. It sounds so narrow.
Yeah, it does sound narrow, but it basically is a line that we see. There's the creative sense of being part of the family, but there's this salvific, that's meaning salvation. There's this salvation sense of being part of the family.
And that's what we talked about last week in terms of we all are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Right.
We're all, originally a man was created in God's image, though it's been marred through the fall, but there is still this in all of us, whether we know God or not. In that sense, we are all children of God, but in the spiritual, familial sense, no, it's through belief. And it was through the cross, he says, through the blood.
But we can also connect those two things because you talked about how we are different than the rest of the animal kingdom. And the way that we're different is this ability to respond to God in faith.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So are we going to just reside as those created as children of God, or are we going to respond in faith and become believing, saved children of God?
And John even went as far as to say, and by the way, this was the will of God. So it's not even, sometimes, and it's a deeper argument there, but God's doing the saving, and he's drawing us to him to become part of his family.
Right, absolutely. Well, thanks for being with us, and we'll see you in a week.